Good morning, everyone. It is 9:14. Welcome back to the program, and you can see who is joining us in studio right now. Our good friend Rick Davis from Fidelity Bank. How are you, sir?
It's all good.
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
I'm glad to see you survived the fair, you guys.
Oh, we did. We recovered. We're all good to go. But we're glad you're here this morning because all kids are going back to school, right? They're heading to college, things like that. So we have a bunch of parents being like, okay, it's just us now, and things are a little different, especially when it comes to the household.
Well, we've been talking a lot about the reverse mortgage, which is the new best thing out there for people over 62. But there's a lot of issues with just empty nesters that have more house than they needed and maybe more house than they want. So the downsizing or the chain sizing or the right sizing, which I've been talking about, I want to get in some detail. There's various ways to do it, and we're as well suited as anybody in the country at it. Because we have all the loans that are out there.
I was going to say, why do you say that?
Well, there's several loans that people don't realize. Like, you might be in a 4-bedroom house and you really have a small bedroom and a small half bath. You don't need 4 bedrooms. You might want to have somebody remodel it, make it into a really nice master suite.
Right.
With a little reading room in it. And maybe a fireplace.
I'm going to say what some folks are saying out there right now because it's the first thing that crossed my mind because we talked about this and about doing that over in my place. But will that devalue what you have or will that increase the value?
Well, that's why we're best suited for it, okay? Because we have appraisers that are third-party appraisers. We have a bunch of people that we know that are approved. All of our government loan programs have a security so you're not out there on the wild side by yourself.
Right.
So you know that you know what you're buying. In reality, you might only get 75% of your value on a remodel. But when you think about double commission for real estate, you're about even.
Okay.
So if you want to live there, you like the school district, or you like the area of your neighbors, you know each other, you watch each other's homes, but you don't like what's inside the house exactly. So in the last 2 weeks, I've got one lady that I helped put a stairway going up, like a little seat that goes up, and then changed her bathroom into a master bath that had a walk-in tub because she had trouble getting into the tub. So we redid her home. And yes, it didn't get full value because you have to have somebody that needs that same thing to get it back.
Right.
But it probably worked itself out with the real estate commission. By the same token, a lot of people would be better off selling their homes because houses are the highest value they've been.
Yes,
in
they
I
are.
heard something this morning
Especially
saying,
here locally.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
This morning coming in, they were just talking about that fact because they need houses to sell.
Well, what we are is a community bank. Okay, I came from the construction bank. Not construction business, not the bank business, which makes my nose not look correct in some banking circles. But the service that we give is different. So we can tell you what kind of a situation with more. If we don't know, we know who to call. So we can put you around experts to see what the cost is, what the transition is, which loan might fit you to do that, or should we put it up with the right realtor and go look for a different house? I don't think anybody else is suited for it.
You're giving people all the options. You're giving them all the options.
We need to see what the benefit you want, then give you the options, and then see what experts take. Because when you hear the horror stories about, the guy that started the job, got a half deposit, and never saw him again.
Right.
The president of our bank, who will be mad that I'm bringing this story up, right? So I'm sorry. He owns a farm on the side, and he bought a guy that was coming through, was doing his neighbor's roof to fix it on a barn. Well, he didn't finish either. So I'm saying it happens
It happens to everybody.
It's happened to me. It's happened to just about everybody. So we need security around what we do. And we do it because we're really not the builder. We're not the remodeler, but you're our client. So we hope by doing a great job for you, you continue to support us as a bank and send other people.
That's a brilliant idea. So many times we're talking about right-size housing, but maybe the right-size house is the one that you are living in right now, but the interior just needs to be altered a little bit.
I can't believe it is correct if you built for 3 kids and the 3 kids are gone. I can't believe you don't want more comforts in your own home. Yeah, and so the point is, take the same square footage and look to see what the cost effectiveness is versus not, or whether to find out what the best option is.
What a great idea.
So it's going to take more. It's not like let's meet Monday and start Friday, but within 3 to 4 weeks, you can know which program you want to do. Talk to the people that do the work, see models of what happens. I told you, we're building some right-sized homes that are breaking ground, I think, in about 3 weeks around the city to give more viewpoint. But I want people to know you do not have to sell your home to move. And we even have a program that you're trying to buy the house at a price point you can handle, but it doesn't have the amenities you need. We have a loan that you can get the house fixed before you buy it with a minimum down payment and make the existing home that you're going to buy fit
what you want.
Yes. So I just wanted, I don't think anybody ever talks about it.
There are so many options that a lot of people don't even know exist.
But what I love is, first of all, you're local, you're a community bank, but you can go in and get all those options in one place. I'm not having to go to you and then go over here and then talk to a bunch of different people.
We're going to give you 3 of each thing.
There
right?
you go.
Because here's 3 realtors, here's three different builders to talk to, and we vetted them for you. We know that they're going to complete the job, right? So the issue is protection, security, and knowing what it's going to be before you start. And the agenda is like, I believe we are best suited for this market than anybody, for people that don't have the perfect house, don't know if they want to move, and don't have to make the decision. Bring the information, and it's kind of like we are the specialist of over 55 housing.
Yeah, and that was the key. That was my next question, because we talked about the right size housing, and 62 and beyond is what you're looking at.
Well, that's a great loan.
That's a great loan.
Magnificent.
But you don't have to be 62, and you mentioned 55 or older.
Well, that's basically the kids are gone at 55.
Yeah, that's the ballpark
Sometimes
area.
there's a few years they revisited for a while.
Right.
Which is a whole nother conversation we can have.
You keep the basement for them, right?
Yeah, you got a mobility issue. And I know that if people's quality of life is still hopefully at least a third or more, maybe half inside their home, why don't we make it as good as we can at what's affordable?
Yeah, so you may not necessarily have to pull up roots and find another location.
You might not, and you might want to.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I don't know how, unless you have, because it took me 12 years in the city working as a banker, not in the construction lending, to figure out who the best suited and how it works. But the more and more I will see people call me, yeah, I love the neighborhood, but I just, the bedroom doesn't fit, or the bathroom's not right. So if now you've got a shell that's already done, remodeling is expensive for the repay, but it's not expensive for the quality of life. It's just a steal, actually.
Very well
All right,
put.
so let's get that conversation started so people can be happier in their homes or a new home. And how can they do that?
Well, get a hold of us at Fidelity Bank. And we're up here, 343-2300. But we really need to understand we're going to visit. We're not going to be able to do this on the phone. But I think there's 19 different loans out there, and 6 of them are either in purchase with a rehab basis or remodeling inside. And then we also have the normal loans and the normal VA loans. There's just so many things out there. I don't know how I would do it on a phone call. We're not Rocket Mortgage, thank God. So,
there you go. So fidelitybank.house if you'd like more details. The phone number's up there, but more importantly, just head over to West Des Moines
and we'll take care of you.
And they'll take care of you. Go shake Rick's hand and say, help me out.
Easy to find right across from the mall, so just go check it out and look at them eye to eye across the table.
Yeah,
that's
please.
the whole idea.
There you
look
go.
in the same area.
Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good, buddy. Good to see you. All right, man. It is at 9:22. You're not going anywhere yet. Don't take your microphone out. Tell everybody we'll be right back. And Larry Kotler's coming in. That's your job. Say that.
Larry Kotler's coming back, the man. So we'll find out what's going on in sports.
There you go.